Hello everyone, welcome to a new section in this series of section. I am going to teach you everything you need to know about power system from the basics to more advanced concepts. So, by the end of this series of section, you will be able to familiarize with all the concepts in power system. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe as we upload new videos all the time. Now let's jump in and get started. The electrical energy is an essential part for the all round development of any country, that is, in the terms of industrial, commercial, domestic, and municipal development, and so on. The main components of an electric power system are generating stations, transmission lines, and distribution systems. Before moving into these topics, we can discuss some of the questions which are asked in previous competitive exam. So you will get an idea from where to study and what to study and how to study. To know the answers, watch till the end of this video. So let's move to first question. This is the question which is came in Civil Service Examination 2002. Match list 1 pressure head with list 2 type of turbine and select the correct answer. List 1 A low head, B medium head, C high head. List 2 Kaplan, second one Francis, third one Pelton. The codes are given below. You can choose the correct option and the answers will be dictated at the end of this section. And let's move to the next question. This is the question it came in Civil Service Examination 2004. Consider the following statements. The function of a condenser in a steam power plant is to first one, condense the large volume of steam to water to be used as boiler feed water. Second option, receive large volume of steam exhausted from the steam turbine. Third option, main pressure below atmosphere so that maximum heat energy can be extracted from steam. Which of the statements given above are correct? First option is 1 and 2. Second option 2 and 3. Third option 1 and 3. Fourth option 1, 2 and 3. So we can move to the next question. This question is came in Civil Service Examination 2004. Match list 1 power plant with match list 2 application and select the correct answer. List 1 A nuclear, B diesel, C gas turbine, D hydro. List 2 first one base load, second one standby, third one base load or peak load, fourth one peak load. So the codes are given below. You can choose the right option. So next we can go to next question. It's a question which is came in Civil Service Examination 2005. Which one of the following statements is correct? In a low duration curve for an integrated power system, the uppermost crest represents the energy contributed by A. Base power station, B. Major thermal station, C. Peaking hydro or gas turbine stations, D. Non-conventional power stations. Next, it's a question came in Civil Service Examination 2006. Which one of the following is the correct expression for the specific speed ns in rpm of a hydropower station turbine at n rpm, working for a head of h meters and producing p kilowatt? A. N is equal to n into square root of p divided by h raised to 5 by 4. Option B, N is equal to 0.858 into n into root p divided by h raised to 5 by 4. Option C, N is equal to 1.165 into n into square root of p divided by h raised to 5 by 4. And option D, none of the above. So next we can move to the other question which is came in Civil Service Examination 2007. What is the purpose of the moderator in a nuclear power plant? A. To control the flow of water inlet. B. To control the amount of nuclear fuel in the reactor. C. To control the nuclear fission or fission rate by slowing down the neutrons. D. To control the steam flow to the turbine. Next question which is came in Civil Service Examination 2008. For harnessing low variable water heads, which is the most suitable hydraulic turbine? First option Kaplan turbine, second Francis turbine, third Pelton turbine, and fourth Imler turbine. Next question came in Civil Service Examination 2008. Match list 1 hydraulic plant component with list 2 feature. and select the correct answer using the codes given below. List 1, A. Kaplan turbine, B. Francis turbine, C. Pelton wheel, D. Surge tank. List 2, first one, specific speed around 60 rpm, second, control of pressure variation, third, hertz lower than 30 meter with variable load, fourth, high heads above 100 meter. So you can choose the answer from the options. Let's move to the next question, which is asked in the Civil Service Examination 2008. What is the feed water to the boiler of a coal-fired thermal power station continuously monitored for? A. pH value, B. Dissolved oxygen content, C. Ionic conductivity, D. All the three given below. The next, which is asked in the GATE 1996. Which material is used in controlling chain reaction in a nuclear reactor? A. Thorium, B. Heavy water, C. Boron, D. Beryllium. Let's move to the next question, that is asked in the GATE 2000. In a thermal power plant, the feed water coming to the economizer is heated using first option HP steam, second option LP steam, third option direct heat in the furnace, and fourth option flue gases. Next, which is asked in GATE 2004. In thermal power plants, the pressure in the working fluid cycle is developed by A. Condenser, B. Superheater, C. Feed water pump, and D. Turbine. The next question, which is asked in GATE 2004. For harnessing low variable water heads, the suitable hydraulic turbine with high percentage of reaction and runner adjustable vanes is A. Kaplan, B. Francis, C. Pelton, and D. Imler. The next question, which is asked in GATE 2009. After the following plant categories, first nuclear, second run-of river, third pump storage, and fourth diesel, the base load power plants are. You can choose from the options. Then the next question is base load power plants are. First one, wind farms. Second one, run-of river plants. Third option is nuclear power plants, and fourth option, diesel power plants. So you can choose the from the options. And let's discuss more about power generation. Based on energy sources, there are two classifications. First one is conventional energy sources, and second one is non-conventional energy sources. Conventional energy sources. The main conventional sources of electric energy are thermal, it can be coal, oil, and nuclear. And next is hydro generations. In India, as of now, about 65% of electric power used is generated in thermal plants, including nuclear. The remaining comes from hydro stations. So let's discuss the thermal power plant in detail. The heat energy of coal combustion is converted into electrical energy in thermal power plants. The main equipments in a thermal power plant are coal and ash handling plant, boiler, superheater, economizer, air preheater, steam turbine, condenser, cooling towers, feed water heater, alternator, exciter, electrostatic precipitator. Let's discuss the internal process happening in a thermal power plant. The heat released by the combustion of coal produces steam in a boiler at high temperature and pressure, which when passed through a steam turbine gives off some of its internal energy as mechanical energy. The ash produced after the complete combustion of coal is removed to the ash handling plant and delivered to the ash storage for disposal. In thermal power plant, bituminous coal is used because it has low ash content. The axial flow type of turbine is normally used with several cylinders on the same shaft. The steam turbine acts as a prime mover and drives the electric generator. A simple schematic diagram of a coal-fired thermal plant is shown in the figure. In superheater, steam is converted into the superheated steam. In air preheater, the atmospheric air absorbs the heat of the flue gases and air at higher temperature sent to boiler for effective combustion. In economizer, water absorbs the heat of flue gases and sent to boiler. In condenser, steam is converted into feed water. Exciters are used to supply DC power to the field system or rotor. Electrostatic precipitator is used to remove fine dust particles from the flue gases. Then, the steam power station operates on the Rankine cycle modified to include superheating, feed water heating, and steam reheating. Then let's discuss about the efficiency. The efficiency of the overall conversion process is poor, and its maximum value is about 40% because of the high heat losses in the combustion gases and the large quantity of heat rejected to the condenser. The thermal efficiency. The ratio of heat equivalent of mechanical energy transmitted to the turbine shaft to the heat of combustion of coal is known as thermal efficiency. Then, overall efficiency. The ratio of heat equivalent of electrical output to the heat of combustion of coal, overall efficiency is equal to thermal efficiency into electrical efficiency. That is the product of thermal efficiency and electrical efficiency. Then the disadvantage of thermal power plant is coal-fired plants can cause acid rain and greenhouse effect. Okay, next we can discuss the selection of site for thermal power plant. First is supply of fuel. Thermal plant should be located near the coal mines so that transportation costs can be reduced. Second, availability of water. Large quantity of cooling water is required for the condenser. Third, nearness to load centers. To reduce the transmission cost, the plant should be located near the load center. The fourth one is distance from populated areas. Due to the emission of smoke and fumes, the plant should be located at a considerable distance from the populated areas. So next, let's discuss hydroelectric power station. In hydroelectric power station, the potential energy of water is utilized for the generation of electrical energy. The main elements in hydel power plant are first one hydraulic structure, second one water turbine, and third one alternator. Let's discuss everything in detail. First, hydraulic structure. In a hydroelectric power station include reservoir, dam, trash rack, forebay, surge tank, penstock, and spillway. First one, trash rack. It is to prevent entering of debris which might damage the wicket gates and turbines runner. Then forebay. It is an enlarged body of water just upstream of the penstock. Surge tanks. These are the large cylindrical tanks provided near the downstream end of the long penstock. Penstock, the pipe between surge tank and turbine. It is supported on anchor blocks. The next, spillway. It serves to discharge excess water from the reservoir. Then next we can discuss water turbines. It is used to convert the potential energy of falling water into mechanical energy. Selection of turbines depends on head, specific speed, efficiency, part load, operation. Classification of turbine based on direction of flow are first one axial flow, second one tangential flow, third one radial flow, and fourth one mixed flow. In axial flow, flow of water is parallel to the axis of the rotation of the runner. That is, we can see in the case of Kaplan turbine. In tangential flow of turbine, flow of water is tangential to the path of rotation of the runner. Example for this is Pelton turbine. In mixed flow turbine, the water enters the runner at the outer periphery in the radial direction and leaves it at the center in axial direction. Direction of flow of water in modern Francis turbine is in the form of mixed flow. So next we can discuss classification of turbine based on action of water or water pressure. First one is impulse turbine. In this turbine, all the available energy of water is connected into kinetic energy. Example for this, Pelton wheel turbine. Then second one is reaction turbine. In this turbine, available energy of water remains mostly as pressure energy. Example for this, Francis and Kaplan. The specific speed of a turbine, Ns is equal to N into root P divided by H raised to 5 by 4 rpm, where N is equal to actual rotation speed in rpm and H is equal to head in meter and P is equal to power in HP, where when P is expressed in kilowatts. Then the equation of specific speed of a turbine Ns is equal to 1.165 into N into square root of P divided by H raised to 5 by 4 RPM. Then next we can discuss about the alternator. Hydroelectric generators are salient pole type, which are having low speed, large number of poles, a large diameter, and a short rotor in length. Then next we can discuss the classification based on load characteristics. First one is base load plants. These are designed to take care of base load of the grid and supplies continuous power to the grid throughout the year. The next, peak load plants. These are designed to take care of peak load of the grid and supplies power to the grid only during the period of peak load. The next classification is classification based on storage characteristics. First one, runoff river plants. The plant uses the water as it comes in the river. Second one, runoff river plants with pondage. The usefulness of the runoff river plant is increased by providing a pond at the plant. Third is storage plants. A dam is constructed across the river to create a large reservoir for storing water during rainy season, and the water is released whenever required. Fourth one, pumped storage plants. Pumped storage plant in combination with a hydroelectric power plant is used for supplying the sudden peak load of short duration. It uses reversible turbine. Next classification is based on head. The vertical difference between the upper reservoir and tail race is called the head. First one, low head plants. When the operating head is less than 15 meter, the plant is known as low head plants. It uses couplant turbine. Then second classification, medium head plants. When the operating head of water is from 15 to 70 meter, it uses Francis turbine. Then third classification, high head plants. When the head of water from 71 to 250 meter, the plant is known as high head power plant. It uses Francis or Pelton turbine. Very high head plants. When head is more than 250 meter, this type of plant uses Pelton turbine. Then we can discuss the water power equation or output equation. Output power P is equal to W into Q into H into eta kilowatts, where W is equal to specific weight of water equal to 9.81 kilogram per meter cube. H is equal to net head of water in meter on the turbine. Q is equal to quantity of water in meter cube per second, and eta is equal to overall efficiency of the system. When W is equal to specific weight of water is equal to 1000 kilogram per meter cube, then the output power P is equal to WQ into H into eta divided by 75 HP. Selection of site for hydroelectric station. First one, availability of water. Sufficient quantity of water at a reasonable head should be available. B. Storage of water. It is necessary to store water by constructing a dam in order to ensure the generation of power throughout the year. Then, transportation facilities. The site should be accessible by rail and road so that necessary equipment and machinery could be easily transported. Then, distance of power station. Site from load centers must not be longer. Then, the advantages of hydroelectric power stations are no cost of fuel, high plant efficiency, plant is free from pollution. Disadvantages of hydroelectric power station. First one, the area required is more, high initial cost. Then next we can discuss nuclear power plant. A generating station in which nuclear energy is converted into electrical energy is known as a nuclear power station. The nuclear power station mainly consists of the following. First one, nuclear reactor. Second, heat exchanger. Third, steam turbine. Fourth, condenser. And fifth, alternator. Nuclear reactor is an apparatus in which nuclear fuel, that is uranium 235, is subjected to nuclear fission. The nuclear reactor mainly consists of fuel, core, moderator shield, reflector reactor vessel, control rods and coolant. Then heat exchanger. The coolant gives up heat to the heat exchanger, which is utilized in raising the steam after giving up heat. The coolant is again fed to the reactor. The next, steam turbine. The steam produced in the heat exchanger is led to the steam turbine through a valve. Next, condenser. The condenser condenses the steam which is fed to the heat exchanger through feed water pump. The next, alternator. The steam turbine drives the alternator which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. The output from the alternator is delivered to the bus bars through transformers, circuit breakers and isolators. The next we can discuss the selection of site for nuclear power plants. First one, availability of water. Sufficient water is required for cooling purposes. Then next, disposal of waste. The waste produced by fission in a nuclear power station is generally disposed of properly. Third, distance from populated areas. The site selected for a nuclear power station should be away from the populated areas. Then the advantages of nuclear power plants are it is totally air pollution free. Then second, it requires little fuel in terms of volume and weight. Then the disadvantages are nuclear reactors produce radioactive fuel waste, the disposal of which poses serious environmental hazards. Then next, high capital cost. Now let's conclude the topics and we can start discussing answers for the questions which we are already delivered. Before that, how many of you can answer the questions after watching the lecture? Please comment below, then it will be helpful for me to improve my classes. This is the question asked in Civil Service Examination 2002. This question is from hydroelectric power station. Different classification of pressure head and types of turbines are listed below. So you have to match the correct list. I have clearly discussed it in the classification of hydroelectric power stations based on head. First one is low head, that is when the operating head is less than 15 meter. It uses Kaplan turbine. Second one is medium head, that is when the operating head of water is from 15 to 70 meter. It uses Francis turbine. Third one is high head, that is when the head of water is from 71 to 250 meter. It uses Pelton turbine or Francis turbine. So option A is the correct answer. So we can move to the next question, which is asked in Civil Service Examination 2004. This question is from topic thermal power plant. In here, various functions of a condenser in a steam power plant are given. So we have to choose correct statements from the following. We know that condenser provide vacuum so that expansion of steam takes place to very low pressure and maximum heat energy can be recovered. Condenser enhances the efficiency of plant. Steam condensed can be used as water in feed water to boiler, and condenser is at the end of turbine to receive the exhausted steam. So the right option is all the three, that is condense the large volume of steam to water to be used as boiler feed water, receive large volume of steam exhausted from the steam turbine, and maintain pressure below atmosphere so that maximum heat energy can be extracted from steam. Then next we can move to the next question, which is asked in Civil Service Examination 2004. Different types of power plants and its applications are listed below. So you have to match the correct list. First one, nuclear power plant, which is the fifth largest source of electricity in India after thermal, hydroelectric and renewable sources of electricity. Nuclear power plant is base plant since it is uncontrollable. Then second one is diesel power plant are popularly used as standby supply of different industries, commercial complexes, hospitals, etc. During power cuts, these diesel power generators are used to fulfill required demand. Then third option is gas turbine. Engines have been widely used as medium-sized peak load plants to run intermittently during short durations of high power demand on an electric system. Then fourth option is hydropower. Hydropower can be used for base load electricity generation if those resources are regionally available. So it is evident from the figure that option D is the correct answer. So let's move to the next question, which is asked in Civil Service Examination 2005. It's similar to the previous question. In a low duration curve for an integrated power system, the uppermost crest represents the energy contributed by peaking hydro or gas turbine stations. That is the option C is the correct answer. So let's move to the next question, which is asked in Civil Service Examination 2006. We have to choose the correct expression for the specific speed n. So please be careful for the units of the quantities in here. Power P is given in kilowatts. So the right option is third one, that is ns is equal to 1.165 into n into square root of p divided by h raised to 5 by 4. So let's move to the next question, which is asked in Civil Service Examination 2007. In this question, they are asked the purpose of the moderator in a nuclear power plant. That is, the moderator slows down the speed of neutron produced in fission by absorbing kinetic energy. It increases the chance of fission and it controls the fission. D2O is one of the moderator used in engine pressurized heavy water reactor. So the right option is option C, to control the nuclear fission or fission rate by slowing down the neutrons. So let's move to the next question, which is asked in 2008. It is a repeated question, so the right option is Kaplan turbine, that is the option A. So let's move to the next question asked in Civil Service Examination 2008. It's evident from the figure that option B is the correct answer. So let's move to the next question, which is asking Civil Service Examination 2008. pH, dissolved oxygen and conductivity are regularly monitored as the impurities cause corrosion and erosion of boiler tube turbine blades. So the right option is option D, all the three given above. So let's move to the next question, which is asked in the GATE in 1996. That is, in order to control the nuclear reaction according to loading condition, the control rods are employed. The control rods will absorb the neutrons in order to reduce the nuclear reaction. The materials which can be used for control rods are boron and cadmium. So the right answer is option C, boron. So let's move to the next question, which is asked in GATE 2000. That is, in a thermal power plant, the feed water coming to the economizer is heated using low power steam. So let's move to the next question, which is asked in GATE 2004. That is, in thermal power plants, the pressure in the working fluid cycle is developed by feed water pump. So let's move to the next question, which is asking GATE 2004. So option A is the correct answer, that is Kaplan, which is already a repeated question, right? Kaplan turbine is having adjustable vanes and is used for low variable heads of 2 meter to 20 meter and is reaction type turbine. So let's move to the next question, which is asked in GATE 2009. We know that the base load power plants are nuclear and runoff river. So option A is the right answer. So next question is, it's also similar question, which is asked in the GATE 2015. You have to choose the base load power plants from the given options. Wind farms, runoff river plants and nuclear power plants are the base load power plants from the following. That is, nuclear is a base plant since it is an uncontrollable. Power plants for which output power depends on environmental aspects are to be chosen as base plants, like wind farms and runoff river plants. So the option C is the correct answer. Hey guys, hope you can follow the classes. Don't forget to share it with others, and for more basic knowledge on electrical, keep watching the channel. Thank you and have a nice day.